lovelies, how you all doing? It's Cal from Cal's Crafts. Heidi. I haven't been drinking, honestly. Hope you're all well, and thank you for coming back to see me if you're returning, or hi if this is your first time popping along to see my whip and chat, which is a work in progress. And I am working on Astro by Emma Casey from Prism Diamond Painting. I have a candle lit for anybody that needs prayers, thoughts or positivity, and at the moment there are so many people out there that need your prayers and thoughts. So which one should we have today? I think we're going to have totally awesome. Should we have today? Because I think you're all totally awesome. So we're going to put this up there. Okay, and then we're going to put our light mat down there. And then we have our bag of tricks. This is, so all, see that little tiny hole? I'll get all this out if you've not seen it before. This was my brainwave on my live on Sunday. Because this kit comes up ready-made in baggies, and the bag that the baggies were in was all ripped and I didn't know what to do, and then I come up with this was one of my first ones I ever made to see how I was going to make it. It's been altered a lot since, but the principle is the same. So we just open it up and it goes as flat, oh excuse me, as flat as you want it, just by pulling it. So this is Astro. That's what he's going to look like when he's finished. And in there, I don't know if you can see, I had that. I've got my diamond painting pens, and in here somewhere I've also got my trays, and then I've got all my bags in there, nicely kept, so I can just rummage around in them and they're not going to go anywhere. So these are on sale in my shop, if you like the idea. So we've got my two pens. Probably both need some wax in them, so we'll do that before we start. Oh, I've got a cup of tea that I'm going to have a slurp at in a minute because I've just made it. Me and hubby a cup. He's outside, whittling dittling outside he is. There is Ellie on the camel saddle over there, sleeping, to stop the dog on it. The dog's in the hall sulking. Molly Moo is just munching and deciding whether she's going to be a pain and want to go out again, or whether she's going to sit on the windowsill. She's the one that always a pain in the butt. So I want to do E, because I knocked a few of those off. So I'm just wondering what she's up to. I don't trust her as much as I can throw her. So we're on a purple. So what's E? 742. 741. 722. 720. 796. It'll be the last one I find probably. Once that one folded over there. 742. See, and they're all still in there nice and safe and sound. So I'm going to put my E's in here, and I have started to write the letters on there, as you can see. And yes, that's Molly Moo scrying at the door. Hang on, Molly. So I've got to let her out. This is a joy of having animals as well as kids and husband. Go on then. She's the worst out of all of them. Always wanting to come in, out. Right. So a cup of tea. And then we're ready to go. So how was everybody's week? Have you had a busy week, a quiet week, an okay week? Mine's been a bit of everything this week, I think. Quiet, busy. Today's been busy. Start at the beginning of the week. Should we start at the beginning? Poor old Lily had to go to the groomers. Well, she didn't have to, but it was time to go to the groomers. And I'd left it a bit longer than I normally do. I don't know how I messed up on the dates somehow. So her fur was a bit knotty round her neck where her collar is. So she's not happy with me at all. I mean, she loves going to Sammy because Sammy spoils her rotten, but she doesn't like having the shower and getting dried and then getting cut. But she looks lovely. Well, she looks pretty-ish. I sound like such a cruel owner. I said to Sammy, make sure her tail is fluffy as you can if it's not too knotty, and her face. You know, but the rest I knew would have to have quite a cut back because she was really curly, bless her. And it's getting a lot warmer. And her fur is thick. So if she come back, oh, she smelled divine. She jumped into my arms, bless her. And the girls had come with me, so when we got in the car she completely blanked me then for the rest of the day, but hey ho. But Millie said, oh my god, she looks like Dobby of Harry Potter, and she does look like Dobby. She quite funny. Jess was absolutely killing herself laughing. Grant laughed when he came home and saw her. He said, oh my god, it's Dobby, and the dog's like, pardon, why are you insulting me? She was quite put out, bless her. And Millie was funny. They were out in the garden, and I went out. I think I went to give Grant a cup of tea or something. It was in the evening, and here comes Millie with a sock. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm going to give Dobby his sock, so she will be free. So she went and put this sock on at the dog's head. We were cracked up. And the dog was looking at her and said, why in God's name have you put a sock on my head? Are you simple or what? Wasn't impressed at all. She's about speaking to me sort of now by the end of the week. She forgets herself, and if I go out and I come back, she gives me like a waggy tail and wants a cuddle, and then she must remember, and then it's like, no, I'm not actually speaking to you, I'm off again. She's so funny. I said to Grant, you're bloody taking her. So I booked her in for the week before we go away. So I said she'll be nice for the beach, whether it's raining or sunny or whatever. So we can go on the beach and we won't have to worry about her fur being so curly that we can't get the sand out. And then, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Can't remember. I was in the kitchen, I got dressed, come down, took my tablets, I was having a coffee, a piece of toast, and she was on the windowsill, and Millie said, oh, I got her down and put her on the bed. I said, oh, okay. Then I heard her come down the stairs. Well, she come in the kitchen, and she was dragging her back leg. I thought, oh my God, what have you done? So I went to her, and she just looked at me, and she looked like she had tears in her eyes, bless her. So I felt all over. It felt all right, and she didn't whinge out or anywhere on her back leg when I touched it. So I said, oh. Then I moved away and I said, come to me so I can watch you walk. And she was sort of limping, and then she'd drag it a bit, limp it, drag it a bit, limp it, but then she went in her cage. So I said to Mill, I've got an appointment. I said, so leave her quiet. I said, she might have just, you know, twisted it or just pulled it slightly. She's come down the stairs or jumped off the bed. But I said, if she still like it when I come back, I said, I'll take her down to the vet's. Not that I could do with a vet, without a vet's bill. Even though she's insured. But, you know, you trouble is with insurance, unless it's a big insurance thing, big bill, it's not worth going through your insurance because they put your money up so much. I used to pay £10 a month. In 3 years, it's gone up to £35 a month because I've claimed. But anyway, so came back and she was fine. And she's been fine ever since. So I don't know what the hell she did. But I really thought she'd done something serious the way it was just dragging it. But don't know. Don't know. So we haven't been racing her this week just in case. So we've just been taking her for a walk and stuff like that. But we haven't. Usually we'll take her over the field and run her ragged. But I said no, just in case there is a lingering injury there. Because it is, I think it's the same leg she hurt before. So, better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, so my little Dobby's in the front room, clutched up. She is, bless her. Even Delta's been out today, the hamster. She's don't usually come out so early, but she's been out for a little nose and a play in her wheel and something. So whether she's couldn't sleep or what, I don't know. But Jessie's moved her wheel to the one side, and I don't know why, it doesn't make a sound. You can hear it very, very lightly going round, the noise is like of something going round, but not the racket it used to make, where it's supposed to go. So the hamster is very happy, Delta, because she can have it in there all the time, because we were taking it away from her when we were going to bed, because you keep the whole house awake, it was so loud. She'd be on it all bloody night. Where she gets the energy from, I don't know. Well, I do, because she sleeps all day, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so she can have it now, so she's a lot happier. She is, bless her. Ooh. Phantom drill. I'm still loving this painting. I know I've only done that 2 pieces, but you know, for a square, that's going very well. Yes. I still put them on a bit winky wonky, but hopefully when the row goes down, I don't feel like any's up at the moment. Can't feel any raised or anything, so that's a good sign. Right, can you see any more E's before I put this away? Nope. Now I tip these back in here if you haven't gathered, because it makes me easier for me to tip them back into the bag. Doesn't guarantee that I don't make a mess, but there's one in there. Makes it a bit easier. Right, we're going to go for O, which is a 3850. So it looks like it's a light colour. It looks like sort of a yellowy colour, I think, but I don't think I've got yellowy colours in here. 743. She tells a lie as she picks out yellow. 741. 722. Nope. 742. What's that? 756. 97. Let's chuck them over there when we've looked at them. Because they end up looking at the same ones, don't you, when they're like this? 3341. Nope. Well, they're definitely not green or pink. Well, actually, it might be a light pink, but I don't think it is. Oh, is it that one down there? Yes, it is. 3854. I was hiding under there, look, because I hadn't flattened that, but so you can rummage around. Oh, it's the fridge. Spooking myself out today. We are spooking ourselves out today. Oh, I've got itchy back. Oh, that one. Vicky and Josh are coming home on, I think, Tuesday, because I think, oh, excuse me, I think Josh was working Monday. So I don't know if they're going to come down after that. I wouldn't have thought so. I think they're going to come down Tuesday for roughly, I think, a week. But they might go back on the weekend. I think it depends what time you can get off work. Just to come and see us all and spend a bit of time. I can't wait to see them because I do miss them. And it's good for the girls because they miss their brother and they miss Vicky. She's like a big sister to them. And they find it easier. They've got a bigger sister to talk to about thick girly things because they don't really want to be talking to their mama. Some things they will, but, well, most things, to be fair, they do. But occasionally, like they say, it's nice to talk to another girl roughly their age. You know, I said, yes, I know what you mean. Some things you don't want to be talking to your mum about, and And I said, I have to admit some things I don't want you to talk to me about. Because, you know, if I don't know about it, I can't worry about it. As they say. Because I am a worry monger, but with them all. You impressed? I'm using my multi-placer on squares. Yes, I've been pressing myself here. I might jinx it in a minute and it'll go horribly wrong, but I'm gonna give it a whirl while it's lasting. And we will go from there. That does, see? Me and my big mouth, innit? Me and my big mouth. I should have kept it quiet then, shouldn't I? It all went up ways. So let's fill these in. It's always the same, innit? You congratulations on just how well you're doing something, and then it's like, nope. Nope, that's it now. You're not going to be able to do it anymore. So we'll have to put a few singles in, which is fine. We don't mind. Oh gosh, this week I actually witnessed my first proper Karen. Now, when I see Karens, it's usually on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, and it's usually more often than not in America. Probably 85–90% is in America. You know, Grant sent me one today about this woman in a car road rage into another car because they pulled up, must be in a car park too close to her, and she'd phoned the police and told them to stay there, and they said, no, we'll just move it, you know. No, you can't move it because I phoned the police. And her eyes is like, no. And I'm like, really? But me and my friend, we been for a coffee, and and we said we're gonna go for a coffee because it was only the two of us, and we said we'll go around the charity shops and have a look around the charity shops because we haven't done that for a while. So we said, yeah, all right, which we did. Didn't find anything, but that's not the point. But then she said, oh, I want to go to Bargain Buys. She said, I need to get a few cleaning bits. I said, oh, I'll come with you because I need some paracetamols because they didn't have any in Tesco's. So we were going around there, and they got supposed to, as they say, have a 50% off sale, which is a load of bollocks. They did this the other week. They had a half price. No, what was it? Was it a half price sale as well there? Oh, that was it. This wasn't a half price sale. Sorry, tell a lie. The other week they had a half price sale. Everything 50p. Everything in store 50% off. So they put everything up by 50%. So it was back down to the original price. There was a few things, you know, that were £1 normally were down to 50p. So they had put some things down to half price, but anything worth having, no, they doubled the price. Then they went a few weeks back to normal. Now they've put, you get, if you spend £5 or more, you get your items half price. And again, they've put the prices up, so it accommodates, you know, these half prices. So me and her were going around moaning, going around the shop, just getting what we knew was normal sort of price, or she was going to spend over £5. So she said, oh, put your paracetamols in, because mine were only 29p. 60p I think if you didn't have it, and 29p if you had £5 or more. She said, oh, I'll put them in my basket for that. I said, yeah, all right. So, you know, we're chatting away and laughing and about prices and things, and said, oh, we sound like moaning minis, like. And then goes to queue at the till, and there's never really anybody on the tills because they've got to stock the store as well. But there was a girl over the far side doing something on the dog section or something, and so we sort of walked over towards the till, and there was a woman in front of us. She was probably late 60s, early 70s, I would say, roughly. And this woman, and the woman that served us had a mask on. We didn't. We don't have to wear them now, but she had a mask on. And she comes over and she starts serving, and this woman must have served us, she was probably in her late 40s. And this older woman turns around. We were all gobsmacked. She said, do you like your job here? And this woman said, yeah, I don't mind it. She said, well, you need to tell your face that, because she said it isn't showing it. And we were like, here we go, like. And this woman says, pardon? She said, your face, she said, doesn't show that you enjoy working here. She said, I've been stood here ages and you haven't bothered to come over. And this girl goes, well, if you'd have shouted, I'd have come over. She said, I'm so busy, I never noticed. She said, well, I think you need to go to Specsavers then as well and have your eyes tested. So fair play to this girl. She turned around and she said, well, I think you need to learn some manners, madam. And she said, and this woman just flew at her and she said, no, not as much as you need. She said, glasses, she said, and to tell your face that what did she say? Tell your face that you're happy or something like that. Anyway, we were cracked up, me and my friend. There was a woman behind us. She was cracked up laughing, and a bloke behind her was going, oh, bloody hell. And this woman stormed off, and this lady that was serving us, she served us next. And she said, oh my God, she said, did I deserve that? And we went, no, not at all. Because she said, as soon as you noticed, you were over. And as you said, we could, as we walked over, we would have said, but you came over. And we're laughing. And she said, oh my God. And she said, no, can she tell what my face is doing with this bloody mask on? And we're laughing. And I said, oh, well, I said, at least I got to experience my first Karen. So she was laughing. I said, right. I said, I might as well, seeing as you're on a roll, I said. I said, with customers, I said, I'm going to stick my pennyworth in now. My friend was going, oh God, what are you going to say? I said, nothing. Only everything what we've been asking. So she said, well, I said, when are you going to put these bloody prices back to normal and bloody stop doing these 50% things off? I said, because it must be pissing you off. I said, and it's definitely pissing us customers off. I said, because we don't know what's the right price, what's a bargain, and where we're being ripped off. And she laughed. She said, oh God, she said, we can't wait. She said, because she said, we know what's going on and we can't do nothing about it. She said, what? And I said, how'd they get away with it? And apparently they get away with it because they use, as long as they've got some stores that are at that price, that higher price, for 6 weeks, I think it is, prior to the sale, they are covered. Yeah. Hang on. You want? Oh, I didn't know you were in your baby when you wanted a tea for. Can you kiss her? Yeah. And I was talking about you. Go on now. That was Lily. She's gone out. She's probably thinking my mum was talking about me. I want to go out. Yeah, so I got to see my first Karen. Yeah. Oh, she was in the strop. The way she said it, though. Oh, my God. My jaw must have hit the floor. I just think, people, it's just going shopping, just get your shop. Don't abuse the poor old till girls. I mean, I've been on that receiving end. It's not nice. But this woman did lay into it. And I did say it has come into law now in Britain that if you get caught abusing a member of staff, you can be fined heavily, taken to court for it and fined. So I said, well, you mind that? And you said you can throw it in their faces. Oh, dog's gone outside barking. So that was that. So that was quite funny. Oh, she's going to keep... It's not too loud, is it? What else has happened this week? Oh, I didn't do my flip through Friday yesterday. And I did have a magazine to do the flip through Friday. But, unfortunately, I had a phone call. I think it was about 4 o'clock. My dad had gone down to see my sister, and had he called back? No, he hadn't called back. That's it. He was going to go to my sister's and he was going to do his shopping. Then he was going to come back to me because I was doing his bus pass, renewal of his bus pass online. So he'd left what he needed, but he forgot to leave me proof of ID to photocopy, so I had to wait till he come back. Well, anyway, he'd gone to see her and then to go shopping. Well, at 4 o'clock, I had a phone call, which was my sister's house. And I thought, well, that's a bit weird, seeing his dad was down there. You know, usually they'll tell him stuff that needs to be told to me. So I picked the phone up and they said, oh, you know, hi, it's Annette. And I said, oh, are you right? She said, no, not really. The doctor's been. He's just gone. Your dad knows that the doctor was coming, but it's not brilliant news. She's a bit unresponsive. She's won't eat any of her pureed food. She won't drink anything. She won't take her medicines or anything. She's not speaking. Well, not that she can speak. She sort of mumbles. Nothing. So he's come and said her stats are all right. So he said they were all right, and basically there's nothing they can do. It's just making sure she's comfortable and just see if they can get the meds down her, the painkillers and stuff, to make it easier for her to more comfortable. So I said, right, I'm coming down, because I hadn't gone with my dad because I hadn't been feeling the best, and I thought, bugger it. So I said, right, I'll come down. I said, I'll get me tea and then I'll come down and sit with her for a while. So I said, yeah, you know, you don't have to give us the time, just turn up when you turn up. So Jess said, can I come? I said, yeah. So me and her went after tea and we sat with her. And to be fair, she was a little brighter when we got there. But it's a weird brightness. She could hardly speak. It was very, very shallow, when she was speaking to us. But Chris, that looks after, there's Annette and Chris that were there yesterday. Well, all the staff are fantastic with her, absolutely fantastic with them. But Christine, who looks after her as well, we've known Chris since we were, well, babbas really. We all grew up together, which is nice for Jacqueline because she recognises somebody, you know, from her childhood sort of thing. And so Chris went back in because Chris had done the night before when she'd been really poorly. And but she said, I came in as soon as I knew she hadn't took her meds. She said I was coming in to help to get her bed bath and jammies, but she said I would have, as soon as I knew she hadn't taken her meds, she said I'd come in early because she was there by the time I got there. And she managed to get the meds down there. It took her about half an hour of, you know, just 1 teaspoon at a time, but she managed to get them down there for a while. And she managed to get, I think it was about 4 teaspoons of tea, and it's got all this thickener stuff in, so it just slides down there. But she was smiling away at them and watching them, and she smiled at me. She was trying to talk something to me, but you couldn't understand it, and it was so quiet. So I think she was saying, where was mum and dad? So I said, they're at home, because she doesn't need to know where mum is. And I said, they're probably having a sleep now, Jacqueline. I said, it's getting late. And she just looked at me, but she kept staring at me. She's not done that for the way she was looking at me. I don't think she's ever looked at me like that, but actually hold my look straight into my eyes look for well over 10 years. And she did it a lot when I was sat there. And she kept looking at Jessie and kept looking at me. Jessie was very, very good with them and speaking to her. And Jess said, why does she keep looking at me like that? I said, because you look like me when I was your age. I said, and her brain's probably thinking, well, that's Caroline there and that's Caroline there. So why, you know? So I said, every time she looks at you, Jess, I'll just remind her that you're her niece. So that's what we did. And she did give Jessie a couple of smiles. But yeah, I mean, we know she's not going to get any better. But it did scare me yesterday. You know, especially when the doctor wants to put her into hospital and then realises that it's in place, no intervention. Anything that's given only can be given at home. And only orally. No tablets, it has to be liquid. But yeah, so by the time we got back from there, I was just too tired to do a flip through. And I thought, well, you lot won't mind. You had a pretty good lot. You had a pretty good lot. Yeah, Mum had a choking fit in the week as well. I haven't told Dad that. She said it did frighten the pants off him, but she was all right after. But she's all right, yeah, same as ever. Oh, I had my to do my photo license this week. Oh my God, guys. I had a letter probably before March. Or beginning of March. It was either just before March or beginning of March. I had a letter to say that my photo license needed doing because it's done every 10 years. So I thought, right, I'll be good. I went up to the post office, got everything I needed, and they said, oh, it's not working. It's not going to be working for at least a couple of weeks because it's all being transferred to an iPad system because there's this massive bloody machine thing in there. So I said, oh, I'll come back. Well, I only forgot all about it. So I was doing, Dad's stuff online when he'd gone to Jacqueline. I was photocopying it, scanning it into the laptop. And Millie said, did you do your photo license? I went, oh, shit, no, I haven't. I said, I'll have to go. I said, I'll have a look. I went, oh, my God, it's been out of date since, I think it was April the 20th or something, 22nd. I said, oh, no. I said, I haven't done it. I said, and I can't go up to the post office today. I said, because I'm not, I can't remember, I had to do something, we're waiting for something or something. I said, but I'll have to if I can't, you know. She said, I'll do it online, Mum. You're bound to be able to do it. I said, I don't think you can do it online. She said, let me have a look. So I was sorting some other stuff out. So she got online, bless her. I gave her my photo license and they wanted my passport. Some other, I can't remember, something else with an address on. And bless Millie, she did it all. I gave her my card. I think it was it £14 or £19? And sent it, and it's done. So it'd be in the post within 10 days. So I was like, oh, Mill, you're a lifesaver. Because it's such a kerfuffle to try and get up to the post office and do it. So I'm hoping it's all gone through okay. And because I think they've taken the new photo off my passport, because that photo's, isn't it? It's all generated on file or something now. So yeah, so that was done, because that was I thought, oh God. Well, I can believe I forgot it because I'm so busy doing what everybody else's needs. I forget to do my own stuff. Yeah, so Millie did that for me today. Then Thursday, yeah, that was yesterday, because Thursday I was ill all day. So I'm waiting for some test results to come through, and then I've got to go through some more testing and stuff. But Thursday, I'd had a headache Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was just a bad headache. It hadn't gone, it was just really bad headache, which I'm used to. But by Thursday, it went to migraine, and plus what else is going on, I just couldn't even stand. So I tried to do a few jobs in the morning. Millie come home dinner time from school. No, about 2 she came home, and I was on the set. She said, oh, Mum, you look really rough. I said, I really don't feel right at all. I said, I'm going to go up to bed. So I went up to bed, took some strong painkillers, went up to bed, and bless her. She said, what were you doing for tea? I said, I put the pork chops out. I said, I was just going to do cabbage, carrots, broccoli, and I was going to do some honey roasted pork chops, roast potato, roast parsnips, Yorkshire puds, and some gravy. I said, but I don't know. So you might just have to have pork chops and chips. Oh, bless her, she did it all. Her first time of doing a roast like that. And she did it all from, because she said, do you want some? I said, no. I said, no. I said, the thought of eating food, no thank you. So she cooked it all for her, bless her. And I came down for about 20 minutes, I think, in the evening. I had a piece of toast, because I've got tablets I've got to take, and you've got to have something with them. So I just tend to have a piece of toast or something with it. Took that, took some more medication, and I went straight back to bed. I just couldn't stick it. And I wasn't really right. Yes, I'm still not right today, but I said I can cope if it's not a migraine. But when it goes to the migraine stage, it's like, leave me alone, because I can't stand the light, I can't stand smells. It's just like, leave me alone. But yeah, it was nice Millie stepped in, and Jess helped as well. They both stepped up to the mark, bless them. And then today, my Patreons would have seen the video, because I put a video up of what we've been up to today. You all know that I've been on for probably, I can't say months, it's probably years, that I was going to sort out my craft shed. Well, it's been sorted today. Millie and Jessie took charge, mainly Millie. Jessie helped a lot as well, but Millie was the boss. Yeah. She was very, you don't need that, you don't need that. Why do you need that? You haven't used that. That's no good to no one. Look at the state of that. That needs to, yeah. So we ended up chucking. We put the seats down, we're down in Grant's car. And we took 2 bootfuls of recyclable card, paper, plastics, and then I think it was 7 bags of just rubbish, where it was painted papers and bits of ribbon and bits of this and bits of that, and you know, stuff that I thought, oh, I'll use that and I'll use that, I'll keep that, that might come in handy. And yeah, so Millie's made me anything that might come in handy has been binned. Yeah, there was an old doll's house of theirs in there, and it would have made a nice, lovely gift for somebody. It would only needed a bit of lick of paint, because it was some pen marks on it, and that's gone. She said, no, it's been in there since we were tiny and you still haven't got rid of it. So yeah, that had to go. And yeah, she was really strict on me, but it does look so much better in there. So I think Jessie's in there now doing something, because you can actually work. There's room to maneuver in there, because there's electric in there and stuff. So it's going to be everybody's craft room. It won't be my sewing room, because I wouldn't want to put sewing stuff in there, but anything to do with painting, colouring, lace work or anything like that, it will be done in there. Yeah, so we all worked bloody hard in there. Grant was chiselling away, but fair play to the girls. They did really well. They chiseled, not chisel. While Grant was chiseling, we just chipped away at the thing, and I'm so chuffed. It looks so much better, and I can see stuff that I've got, and I'll be able to use it, you know. Like Millie said, she didn't realise how many nice papers I'd got in there, you know, the paper pads and stuff. And I got like all the art journal, painted art journals that I've done. There's pages and pages of them that I've done. So I was going to chuck shit. Don't you dare chuck them. So I thought I might go through them actually. I might do a video on them and show all the different pages and what I've done with them. Because I brought a lot of memories back when I was flipping through them. I've got boxes of laces there. Some beautiful laces. So I have to find something to do with them. Like stamps and what are they called, stencils. Found all them. I'd forgotten I'd got. So some scrapbooking things in there. So Millie's had them. There's some bits of paper for them. Well, sayings and things. So she's had them. She started to do bullet journaling and stuff. Well, sort of, but her own variety of it. So I said, well, she can take them and use what she wants of that, and I'll leave the paper pads and stuff in there, and she can use them, because there's scoreboards in there and stuff, and oh, it's all sorts in there. You forget what you have, don't you? Grant said, do you realise you had half of that? So I knew I had it, but you just forget about it. And it's like, oh yeah, I've got that. Oh, look at this, I've got one of those. And then I'd been looking for a tag punch. I knew I'd got a big tag punch. Was the tag will only be about sort of that big, so it's not massive, but I wanted it for some stuff the other couple of weeks ago and I couldn't find it. I found it. So Tamila, I bloody knew I had one. She was laughing. We found a load of just frames, picture frames. So Millie wants them. She wants to do something with them. And she found some nice box things. Like, I don't know what it was, like a little cabinet thing, but you put it on its side, on its back rather than upright. And it's the perfect thing to put all the earrings that she's making to sell in there, that she's making with crystals and things. And so she was happy with that. And then I've got loads of MDF pieces as well, in all different shapes, sizes, and God knows what. She said, are you going to use them? I said, I don't know. I said, but I don't want to track every single thing out, because I said, they cost me a fortune, they're lovely. And I said, I sometimes use them when I'm making Christmas gifts and things. So I said, or when I'm doing my art journaling, I said I sometimes put the MDF and paint them or emboss them or whatever I want to do with them. So I said I want to keep them. But I said now it's all sorted, I've got room. The only thing I've got to sort is there's a big tub with flower thing, bits of flowers in, well, I've got to go through. And then there's one with all loads of laces in, which I've got to go through. But apart from that, there isn't much left to do in there now. But I'm not in the mood to do them at the moment. So I said, you know, and they're tidy away, so they're not, you know, they're in a big container. You know, one's got like loads of paper flowers and silk flowers and all sorts, you know, only small ones, not the large ones. But I sometimes use them on my art journaling pages, so I said I don't want to get rid of them either. Or if I make like a trinket box or something for somebody, I said I use them. That's all a p for penguins. Yep. Trying to think of what else has been. Yeah, that's been about it this week. Oh yes, it hasn't. One big thing happened this week. Well, two big things happened this week actually. Let me have a slip. Oh. I've closed my Etsy shop because the fees they were charging, I just can't do it. Cost me, they charged me £85 in charges for £465 worth of sales. Now that 465 includes all postage as well. So it's not just, you know, that's with all postage as well paid and taxes and everything. 460, and they took out £85 out of that. So, and then by the time I pay all the postages as well, you know, and all for all my supplies, yeah, we're left with a lot. So we're not happy. Excuse me. So I said, enough's enough. And I know I talked it over with you a lot before about opening my own shop, my own website. Well, I've done it. I am now officially, can you see it? www.calsallcrafts.com. Gone through Shopify because that's the easiest way for me to do it. I know it's going to be hard because I'm going to have to try and promote it more, and I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But like I said to Grant, I don't want to be, because with Etsy at the moment, I'm practically working for nothing. So 845, which is in, what am I looking for? Number 8. And I said I don't want to keep doing, I want to be able to buy, you know, new products in and better some of the equipment that I've got and stuff like that. So then I can make better things and stuff, you know. You know, just simple things like going from, I know, I'll bring this in, but going from one of those type of catches to one of those catches. You know, simple things like that of changing, you know, and I want to be able to do all them sort of things, and I'm afraid bloody Doodah Etsy hasn't. So that is closed. My new shop is open. Millie is got her own collection in there. Oh, so beautiful. And the photo she's taken is stunning, of the earrings that she's made and designed herself. And then I hopefully, apart from my collections of stuff, Millie's, I might eventually put some of Grant's collections on there. I don't know. I hope it'll work. I'm going to advertise it, keep doing my TikToks on it, keep doing my Instagrams on it. I mean, I put a lot of hours. I'm working, like, I get up, I'm doing the house stuff, the kids stuff, my mum's stuff, my dad's stuff, my sister's stuff. I try and get all that out as much as I can in the morning. And then I go on to my shop stuff, and then I can be working on that. I still have to do the washing, the drying, the cooking in between that. But I'll be working, then I'm working till 10:30, 11:30 every night. Saturdays and Sundays I'm doing stuff as well. So I'm hoping, you know, that the hard work will pay off. And that you lot will, if you have bought off me and that you like what you've bought, that you might, you know, tell your friends to have a look at my shop. I know that I've got all like Etsy shop links in my videos, but I will now start to put them as my shop, and I will go in and I will change like the most popular videos, change the links in them this week as best I can. So, but yeah, so Etsy is no longer. I just have to go from there. They say go from there. Yeah, so let me know what you've been doing or going to be doing or want to do. Because you know me, I love to know. If you're not, oh, I did TikTok this week as well. I actually remembered. I did that Wednesday evening, and it was, I think it was only about half the time. There's only 2 of us on, me, Jen, and Kelly, and then Ginger came on, Yvonne came on, my Josh's girlfriend Vicky came on. So it was quite nice on and off. But we had a giggle and a laugh, and I think I was doing, what was I doing? Oh, I was doing custom for Marianne's bags. I will be carrying on doing that on and off this week. Her bags, because I've got 2 to do for her as well as other things. But I don't want to be doing hers if my mind's not in it, because it'd be easy to make mistakes and I haven't got much material of it. So I'm stopping and starting on them, but she understands. She's been very patient with me, bless her. Especially the one, because I didn't write down any of the measurements or the way I made the bag. So on my TikTok, I was like, okay, we'll go back to as if we were just starting it. So I had to redo measurements and stuff and then see if they worked. And I had photos because I'd given the bag to Jen, so I was getting Jen to send me photos. I said, send me some photos. Well, I didn't ask, she just sent them, bless her. And I said, I was just going to ask you that, so I could have something to look at. But I did work out the sizes in the end. And it looks pretty good, and the handles. And so we're just going to put it, zip on and all that. Doing the zip bit I find a bit complicated at times, because it can easily go wrong. Especially in a bag that size. Oops, a daisy. Get in there. That's the only thing with squares. If you put one on at an angle, you're going to wiggle, 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 wiggle until you get it back in the right place. But yes, so that's my week for this week, I don't think. As I said, the girls worked hard on my shed and me. I've got to do my kitchen, so I've got to start sorting out what needs to go to the tip out the kitchen. So it looks like most of my cross-stitch magazines will be going to the tip, I think, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get them to the charity shop. So, as Millie says, you can't keep everything. And you probably never get around to doing them. I said, yes, but that's not the point. The point was having them. She said, it's having them is all right if you've got somewhere to store them, Mum, but you're not going to have anywhere to store them, so... I hate it when the kids are right, don't you? Let's move that over there, that one in there. So yeah, that's about it. And that one going in. So that's about my week this week. I don't know if I've got much going on this week or not. I'm sure something's happening Wednesday, but I can't remember what it is. Or was it Tuesday? Got my live tomorrow. I'm not sure whether they're going to go up the dams tomorrow and maybe do a bit of magnet fishing. I sort of hinted to hubby that would be rather nice, going magnet fishing, because it's supposed to be nice again tomorrow because it was a glorious day today. So I don't know. I said, well, we'll just see how we all are tomorrow when we get up, and got a load of washing to do. Millie's working 12 till 3. So, and I hate leaving her out of things, so I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to decide tomorrow. To be truthful, I don't really want to go anywhere as such. I'm quite happy to be at home at the moment. I said maybe go for a walk or something. That would be as much as I really want to do. But sometimes if everybody else wants to do, you have to go with the flow. As I say, you have to go with the flow. Just kick that one over. I did watch Jungle Cruise yesterday. With me and Millie finished watching Jungle Cruise yesterday. Not sure what to make of them. There's a few plot things in there that are a bit iffy. If anybody's watched it, right, let me know. Because I want to know, how did the German know where they were all buried? The sailor things, Spanish shards or whatever they are. Where they were buried, and that they would need river water. Because it was only Frank that knew where they were. Because he's the one that buried them there. You know, there was a few bits that happened, and I thought they haven't told you any of why that's happened, or that, you know. So yeah, so you were ripping a bit into the plot, saying, well, how would he have known that, and how would he have done that? But it was a good film, though. I enjoyed it still. Got to enjoy anything with a rock in, haven't you? I like his sense of humour in them. He doesn't mind having the piss taken out of himself in these movies and things, or in real life, and I like that. You know? Down to earth then, isn't it? As they say. Oh, that's one of the ones that hasn't got a back. That's hollow in the middle. I'll just finish these 8s off. And then I will finish the video, and then I will get it rendered. Because what's the time? It's 8:15 now, so I don't know what I'll watch, because I don't think there's no court on Saturday and Sunday, is there? So I won't have that to watch. So I'll go and check on hubby in the garden. Check on Jessie Juju as well. See how they're all doing. Might have a glass of wine because Grant bought some wine today. Don't usually have wine in the house very often, but and he bought my favourite, which is a rosé one that I like. He bought himself some red and he bought me that rosé, which I'd only have one glass out of it and then it gets left, but you can drink that. So yes, that's about it. That's all I've got to say. No more than that. So as I say, leave your comments down below. Let me know. And I will catch up with you again. So all that's left for me to say is thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Oh, just bang my elbow. Much appreciated. Look after yourselves, take care, and most importantly, guys, stay safe. And don't forget to check out my shop. All right, see you all soon. Bye.